Hi, this is Maria Mandarino here today with my little buddy Nala. Nala is a 5-year-old Maltipoo. She's my little pup. And she's gonna kind of help us out today. Probably not all that well behaved, and you'll explain, you'll understand why in a minute when I explain. Um, so a few years ago, my spiritual director asked me when I got Nala, what Enneagram type I thought she might be. And he kind of blew my mind. And I said, the dogs have Enneagram types? And his answer was, well, she has a soul. And so it kind of intrigued me, right? So I'm watching her grow up and for humans, we say the Enneagram type doesn't form until we're 21, right? So it's like it's at least 3 years for a dog, and she's still frankly who she's been since she was a puppy, with some evolutions and some behavior that's really dug in for her. And she's a tough little pup. She doesn't look it, but she is a reactive dog. She doesn't like being around other dogs, animals. She's very guarded around new people. She's been one of the toughest pets I've ever had. Very attached to me. I am her security blanket, as you can probably see. Um, and she's been like that pretty much from the get-go, but it's all just gotten deeper as she's gotten older. And I joke that she's my special needs dog, and because she kind of is that pup. I think if she didn't end up with me, especially being an acupuncturist and just understanding the energetics of how to help her. We do a lot of Chinese herbs for different things that go on with her because she's very sensitive. And she responds really well to herbs because she is sensitive. And I think if she hadn't gotten me for a mom, she probably would have been rehomed quite a few times already, because she is a tough little girl. So, with that question from my spiritual director, I landed on the probability that she's a counterphobic type 6. And I'm going to read off a couple of things. I got my notes in front of me, so if I look down, that's why. So when Nala gets groomed, which she's due for in a couple of weeks, she gets pretty crazy. And I figured out a couple of years into this that I need to put some kind of a shirt on her. And I live in Arizona in the Phoenix Valley. It's pretty hot here right now. It's 114 yesterday. And of course, she's in the air conditioning most of the day. But when she gets groomed, she needs a shirt on, because it's almost like she's lost her insulation. So there's a lot of fear, anxiety with her, again, being a reactive dog. Um, she really can't be, especially if she's on a leash. She cannot be near another animal. She will attack. This little 11-pound fluff ball of cute will attack a German Shepherd, which is something I've had to watch her for because my neighbor a few doors down has a beautiful, lovely, calm, gentle German Shepherd that she will like go for his jugular if given the opportunity. So counterphobic 6 behavior, right? Aggressive behavior that really is originated originates from fear, I should say. So when she loses her insulation, when she's got a little less hair on her, that behavior is a little worse. We put a shirt on her, all of a sudden it's not such a big thing for her. She can handle it easier. She loves her crate a little more than I wish she did. She needs crate time in the middle of the day. She gets a little anxious, antsy. She'll pace over nothing, and she needs her crate, and she won't just go in her crate. I have to follow her and close the crate, and then she can rest. So that's how anxious she is. She's really, prone to anxiety, which we know type 6s are, probably the most anxious type on the Enneagram. And the interesting thing with her was I had gotten a travel crate for her, a little Sherpa thing that I can put on my shoulder. And it was just going to be for certain trips that I took with her. And then all of a sudden I realized she really liked this thing. So we go everywhere in it now, even just short trips to the vet or to the groomer. She hops in this thing, and it's the funniest thing. It has a zipper on the top. And if I open the zipper, she'll just pop her head out and like a little periscope, and then she'll go back down. She likes to know what's going on. She's got that curiosity. She wants to know what's happening, but she also loves being protected from it. Having that, again, that insulation type of environment. So she's got a regular crate at home. She's got her travel Sherpa crate, who's better than her. And she also has a stroller. Because sometimes outside she is a little bit too much to control. So rather, if I'm just kind of sitting out in the yard, rather than try to keep her on my lap, she hangs out in the stroller with the cover down and, has netting, and she's perfectly happy, and she can kind of, she can survey the whole area. So she's got her little surveillance gig down, and she's hidden from anything that she might consider to be dangerous, right? We know that type 6 are always concerned about danger and avoiding danger or preparing for danger, right? And this dog, if you think dogs don't plan and prepare, I will tell you they do, especially if they may lead with a 6. I can actually see this dog make decisions, just kind of scary. Okay, just a little longer. It's going to be a short one, I promise. The other thing that's really interesting about Nala is if there's something new and unusual outside in the environment. She doesn't do this in the house. She does this outside only. If a house goes up for sale and there's a real estate sign, hang on, you got to hang out. If there's a real estate sign that goes up that wasn't there yesterday, she will not walk in front of that house. I have to take her across the street, and we can walk down the sidewalk there, and then we can go back across to the side where the house just went on the market. As long as we're well past the house, she will freak out. She will just absolutely, she will drag me in any direction she can to get away from that real estate sign. If anybody puts out unusual garbage, like special pickup type garbage, that's a crisis point for her. And yes, just in case you're worried, we have done behavioral training with her. And she basically failed. And we tried it with a couple of different people. So that's why I say she's just kind of my special needs girl. But it's definitely type 6 behavior, right? So the difference between us and the dogs or the cats are we can change our behavior through awareness, right? They really can't. I mean, we work with them as best we can. We get them help where we can. And then other than that, we just kind of love them for who they are. So so yeah, that's kind of how we've had to play it with Nala. Okay. All right. So the other thing I wanted to toss in here was before I got real deep into the Enneagram, a friend of mine who is an astrologer back in Denver, Eric Hughes, if you're listening, and if you're looking for a really good modern astrologer, Eric Hughes is in Denver. He's a pretty awesome guy. And he did Nala's chart for me when I got her. And so we don't know her rising sign because we don't know what time she was born, but he was able to find her moon sign for me. And she's a Cancer sun. She was born on June 22nd, 2019, just before COVID. So she's also a COVID puppy, which really didn't help her type 6 energy very much because there was a point where we couldn't socialize her with other dogs because we weren't socializing. So so yeah, so she is a Cancer sun. And Sun and Cancer, they're all about the home, right? They like, the crab loves its shell, right? It lives in its shell. So here we have a wonderful, cute little dog that loves to spend her life in a crate. I mean, I don't keep her in there all day, but like I said, she gets crate time in the middle of the day because it's like she needs it, and she'll let you know that that's what she wants, and she'll take a nap, and then she'll let you know when she's ready to be done. So sit down. So yeah, and then the interesting thing that Eric had said to me about her moon sign being an Aquarian, his words were, and she's going to be a little quirky. And I would say her behavior, I mean, usually dogs, and this is even what the behavioralist told us, dogs love their own, right? They usually love playing with other dogs. Quirky. So So yeah, I mean, we've managed to pull it off in certain settings. As long as she's off the leash, it's okay, but it's still stressful for her, right? So it is kind of weird and quirky. It's kind of weird and quirky that she needs that shirt on her after she gets groomed, that she needs the crate or the stroller, that she is so hyper vigilant all the time. And if you're looking at her right now, the reason she wanted to turn around is she can see out that window out there, and she's just looking to see because she knows the Amazon truck or the UPS truck or whoever else might fly around that corner, and that's a big deal. So, so yeah, she's always on guard. She's pretty much always like this. She's a love bug though. She is she's definitely a mama's girl. So, and I'm grateful to have her. So I hope she's grateful to have me. But anyway, so I just kind of wanted to give you a glimpse into this idea of pets just like us, right? They have personalities. They have certain expressions of who they are, um, expressions of the divine, right? Because each of the 9 faces of the Enneagram are expressions of the divine. Each of the 9 types are expressions of God. So why shouldn't they have those too, right? So who knows? We can't ask them questions. They can't answer us. Most days of the week, I will tell you, I'm very glad she can't talk. So, so yeah, so if you have a pet, I encourage you to explore what you think their Enneagram type may be. Again, you can never confirm it. You can look up their chart if you have their birth data, which may be interesting and insightful. But yeah, so thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the episode, please make sure to give us a like and share. Subscribe if you haven't already. Your participation in this channel is the only way this gets to happen. So I appreciate your support. Um, and that's pretty much it. My website is mariamandarino.com if you'd like to schedule an appointment with me for the Enneagram or any of the other work that I do. That'll be in the show notes. So, and I will see you next time. Thanks for being here. Bye. Say bye, Nala. Say bye. Oops. Bye.